What's up, Cave Dwellers? I'm Gabe.
I'm Lex.
You know who you guys should go check out? If you're in the business of shipping, comics, cards, graded comics, graded cards,
Right.
and maybe some other things,
Okay.
go to comicshield.com, buy in bulk, buy boxes in bulk. They are better, they're stronger, they're easier to fold.
They're good looking too.
They do look good.
They look very
They're
professional.
tasteful.
They do taste good as well.
This is not... Don't eat them.
What?
We'll discuss this later. We got a video to film, and then we'll take you to the hospital.
Oh, no.
Also, make sure, go check out gabescave.com.
Yes, very professional website.
Or if you're in the area or are able to make it in, come down to Gabe's Cave Comics, Cards, and Collectibles. Come check out the store. You can actually see the studio and everything. It's all here. My recommendation is if you can't make it or you're just not wanting to come out, go to the Gabe's Cave website, gabescave.com. If you need to set up a digital pull list, if you need to order stuff through us, we have a new release that we show off on Facebook. Get it there.
Or just drive a long distance just to come and see us.
That is also possible.
I'll give you a free autograph if you come from out of the state.
And a hug.
Maybe a hug. You have to earn a hug.
Anyways, so...
Cons.
Yes, we've got some cons coming up. We've got Tulsa Horror Con. That's Friday the 13th and 14th of December.
Correct?
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun.
It is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And what else we got?
We got Texoma in Durant, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be February 22nd, 23rd. That's the weekend after my birthday.
Yeah.
So, if I'm at that one, come see me and I'll give you an autograph maybe.
Yeah.
And I might give you a hug at that one. Remember that.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right. If you're here for sketch cards, make sure to run over.
Go somewhere else. We don't do them anymore.
Yeah. Well, we do on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, but we don't. Actually, no, you're the one running that. I don't do those anymore. Stop asking me.
Nobody asks you. Facebook and Instagram, make sure to go over there. Get signed up there. We've got a lot of exclusives, and we've got more coming out soon.
Right.
We just got G.I. Joe. We started it on pre-sale. We're waiting on it to come in, but that just came out. Frankenstein, Peter Smith's G.I. Joe, Leon LeClaire, Hyde Street. We've got coming up a Hercules.
That might already be out.
If it is, go check gabescave.com.
That's where you can find all of this information and more.
Yeah, you can find... Anyways, you can go find all of our exclusives on there. Make sure you go check it out. Well, today I'm excited.
Now we're
about
getting back on topic.
Yeah, I'm excited about what we're talking about today.
I'm excited. I don't know as much as I probably should, but I'm also very excited.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So
this is going to be a very Gabe-heavy episode.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And a lot of me just being like, oh, yes, okay.
Anyways, today we're going to be talking about the
Dungeons and Dragons
newest addition to Dungeons and Dragons, expanded rule set, I believe is what it's a part of. It's only offered on D&D Beyond. It is a new class that is a homebrew class that Wizards and D&D Beyond decided they would allow and take on and become an official class or an official homebrew content class, similar to the
Blood Hunter.
Yes, Blood Hunter.
I do know that.
So I guess roll for initiative.
Roll initiative, let the dice decide. Prepare for chaos, there's nowhere to hide.
So this class comes from MCDM. It's a company that does D&D and other gaming stuff.
Really? I thought they were a washing machine company.
I know, right?
That's wild.
No. And the new class is called the Ill Rigger. And what they are similar to a warlock or a paladin, if you're familiar with either of those. Similar in the fact that a paladin swears an oath to a god and a warlock makes a pact with a demon. They worship or swear an oath to an archdevil, which in D&D is like one of the rulers of the nine hells.
Yeah.
Basically, what this character is they're part of an ancient order that keeps hell in line and orderly. so that they can stay at peace. In D&D, the hells are always at war. Everybody wants more power than the other. And in this ancient order, it was whenever there was a time that they were all united in one, separate section of power, that they all believed they all had what they needed. And they created this order of Illriggers, which go around and, of course, for the mortal realm, they, as their name suggests, they rig things to, collapse society, cause chaos.
Really fun stuff, if you ask me.
Yes. There are 5 subclasses for this.
Okay. What are they?
You have the Sanguine Knight, which is a blood magic, acts like a paladin, kind of. There's some effects that let you, like, when you deal damage or stuff that's similar to, or ways that you can deal damage, you take however much damage they took and you heal your allies or an ally that you can see or touch. And
That's pretty cool.
it gives them temp hit points, which is just a little bit of a boost. So they use blood magic, so if that bothers you, then stay away from that one. But it does a few other things that's really cool.
I feel like if that bothers you, you wouldn't be playing this class.
Probably not. Which there's a massive content warning at the top of this class. Yeah,
Well,
just
that's
making sure that
fascinating.
people don't get afraid of it. Which, if you aren't bothered by that, all due respect to you. There's the Shadow Master, Shadow Blade.
I guess they use.
There's a
like, shadow
stealth.
magic?
Yes, there's a
I'm
stealth
really
one.
smart.
It works like a rogue
Oh, okay. That's
without
fun.
sneak attack.
Oh, that's less fun, but
Well-
still pretty fun.
With what you get, it's really good.
Okay. I'm gonna trust you. On
So you
this.
have the Shadow Master, is what I think it's called. I should have wrote that down. And then you have it's like Devastator, which is just big, bulky. It has an ability that says you die when I say so. So whenever
That's fun.
ally-
It has power word kill.
whenever an ally drops below 0, you can, if they can hear you, once per day, once per long rest, yell at them, you die when I say so. It's like a 17th level ability, or a 15th or something like that. It may be 11. I'm all over the place. It's okay. I read a lot of this all at once. So either way, whenever a ally that can hear you drops to 0, you can say, whatever phrase and activate this ability, and they stand back up at 1 hit point.
The opposite of power word kill.
Yeah, like your
Fun.
buddies just as long as they don't instantaneously die. If they have something that just absolutely annihilates them, like removes their soul, or absolutely kills them, like power word kill, something like that, then no. But if somebody just hits them and they drop to 0, or they drop to, like, if you do negatives, -3, or they go into death saves, you can just, you die when I say so. They stand back up immediately.
I feel
with
like
1 hit point.
I would make it be like, just get up, whoever you are.
Yeah.
I'd just yell at them to
Get back up, dude. Come on.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
I try to make it funny.
And
problem
then
with
there
that.
is the Hell's Tongues, or Forked Tongue.
Silver tongue.
Kinda. No, not Silver Tongue, though. It's like Forked Tongue or something like that.
I'm trying.
It's
I don't know any of
Hellspeaker.
this. I'm trying to guess.
It's called Hell Speaker.
Let me guess. They speak languages.
No.
Oh,
They're like the Bard. So this entire class is based off of charisma. Your magical abilities are based off your charisma modifier. But this subclass takes that to another level with going around and in any conversation that you're doing persuasion, I think it's intimidation, or any of the like charisma checks, you gain advantage,
Oh, that's good.
which is
Good.
really
That's
good.
really good.
And if you don't like being a bard, being a jack of all trades, this works pretty well because you get to be a semi-beefy, I think it's medium armor, so a semi-beefy dude or chick in armor that gets access to some really cool abilities. You can get like advantage in talking. There's a way to charm people in combat, which normally charm spell says they can't be hostile.
Right. That's
Or
really good.
if he knows you're hostile, then once you become hostile, you're no longer charmed or something like that. So, but like it's a bonus action or action in combat. It doesn't use a spell slot. It's just an activate. It's just an ability that you have. And it does a few other things. I'm actually looking at putting this on an NPC. Yeah.
Oh
so
no.
I run a campaign and he's in it, so it's pretty funny.
I can't talk.
I get to give everybody fear. So it's great. And then there is,
It'd be really funny if I had the ability like that.
I don't remember the name of it. I'm most and least interested in this one, which is weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want to build it, but it's a very interesting class and it has some spells that I want to use. And this class comes with no spell slots, but its subclass does.
Oh,
It's the only subclass for this class that has spell slots. So similar to like Arcane Knight and Rune Knight and
Right.
Arcane Trickster.
Yeah. Oh, this is true.
I know, right? And or like Wild Magic Barbarian and stuff like that. It gives them spell slots and a set spell list. Wow, who knew that was a thing? You know, all classes have their own set spell list, but these have their own new spells that all have to do with hell and everything that they're with. So, because an Illrigger has sworn an oath to or worships or is devoted to some archdevil through whatever means, betrayal by one of the gods in the game or something like that. Due to that, they swear an oath to an archdevil for power and some other stuff. That being said, this class also is very heavy on its own abilities. It's similar to a warlock in the fact that it gets boons or basically eldritch invocations that a warlock would get, which like increases the damage of their eldritch blast and the range of it, and can give them like the ability to read tongues, and they can, you know, read anything on the wall or read anything that they can touch, cast, you know, random spells as a free action outside of combat or as a bonus action. Yeah. Eldritch Invocations are great on Warlocks. Well, this one has Pact Boons, which all has to do with their ability to place seals. Seals are a invisible thing that they cannot see, that you can put it on anybody within range that you can see, or whenever you make a weapon attack, it's as a bonus action on somebody that you can see. Whenever you make a weapon attack, and I think with the spellcaster, you can do it on a spell attack, maybe. Whenever you do the weapon attack, you can place a seal on them. So it's like an invisible insignia or something that they can see. It's a magical seal. And you have the option to do some different abilities with your boons. One of them is called like Acheron's Chains. I talked about this one a lot yesterday because I'm very interested in it.
That sounds interesting. What does it do?
So it's called an interdict. So interdict, save modifier. Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know.
Okay. Your interdict save modifier, they have a strength saving throw equal to that. If they don't pass, chains like rip out of the ground and bind them where they are.
Interesting. Very interesting. That could be.
You can do that.
That could be very helpful.
It's either a bonus action or a reaction.
Oh, that's really good.
You can only use it so many times.
That doesn't matter. That's
but
really
the fact
good.
that I'm pretty sure it's a reaction. On top of that, anytime I think you can burn a seal as a reaction, or there's something that lets you do it, which burning seals is you just basically snap your fingers and that seal lights on a necrotic fire and burns into them, and it deals like 1d6 fire, 1d6 necrotic or something like that. Or maybe it's just 1d6 of necrotic or 1d6 of fire. And as you level up, the further you get, I think at level 20, it becomes 46, which is okay, but
good.
you can place a lot of seals. You can just only burn one as a reaction, I believe. There's a bunch of abilities that say whenever a creature or whenever a enemy with a seal placed on them, or an interdicted enemy, attacks an ally or attacks you or moves past you within 5 feet. So basically, instead of an attack of opportunity, you can do different things. You can like burn away or use up one of your seals instead of placing it and do some abilities, or you can burn the seal that's on them and it deals the damage and then, binds them in chains. Or there's a bunch of new abilities with this. And it's a really cool class. I absolutely recommend, if you're into D&D, go check it out if you haven't already. It is very interesting. The other reason I'm very excited about this, Wizards of the Coast does not often accept homebrew content.
That is correct.
They do make books, and they're for charity events, and I don't think they still even, I know they don't print them anymore, but I don't think they're making anymore. They may eventually. But their writers for D&D books would go out and write their own content. Just like playtest cards for Magic.
Right. Makes sense. Makes sense.
They're interesting ideas. In fact, it's one of the only places I've seen, unless you're power building, a ranger be good. Which is sad.
That is sad. That is very sad.
But that being said, that's all in Unearthed Arcana, which is unofficial, official stuff. It's like playtest stuff. It's stuff that never actually made it into a playtesting group, and they played around with it with their own stuff. It can be enjoyable. It can be really broken. Right. That's one of the few things I don't allow at my table without first being notified. But everything else that's official, is pretty cool, and everybody likes that. And then people use unofficial stuff. People use homebrew stuff. People mix things over from different games, like the other TTRPGs. But one of the big things is Wizards does not add homebrew stuff into their official homebrew line ever.
Until now.
The only other one that they've done is Bloodhunter, and that's likely because Critical Role got really popular as a whole. So, that being said, if Wizards and D&D are going to be adding more stuff, that's wonderful, and I hope that they do. I hope that they find these popular companies or these big these people that make their own books. These are their own source books and stuff like that. I hope they start reaching out. I hope they start posting these as a thing. I hope eventually they take enough stuff that they create the homebrew, official homebrew book that has of this in paper.
That would be really cool. That would be really cool. That would be really fun.
I absolutely would love it.
Maybe.
I don't think that they will. But that being said, I can hope for it. And I absolutely hope that they do. I hope that this means that they're going to be more entertaining other people's ideas. That absolutely adds for the chance of D&D to grow. And on top of that, as a company that definitely has profits in mind first, and that's perfectly fine because that's how companies go. They have to make their money, and they, that being said, it is a good opportunity for them to make a good chunk of money and let these other people's IPs and companies grow in popularity, make more money, stuff like that. Like the new class's sourcebook. It's, to my knowledge, only available on D&D Beyond, or it may have just been added and it is available through MCDM. They announced this. I saw it a day later. I bought a copy. I don't buy anything on D&D Beyond. I like physical. But if that's the only place I'm going to get it available, I'm absolutely going to buy it there. So I have access to it now. I've read a lot of this book. It's very enjoyable, and I hope that means that they will continue to post more. I hope that if this has a good amount of success, because whenever I got into D&D and got on D&D Beyond, Bloodhunter was already out. So, shows, roughly how long it's been since I got into that.
Right.
And I got it for free.
Oh, that's very good.
This is the first homebrew content that I know of that they are selling. And if it continues to be on sale, I am sure that eventually, if they realize that they make enough money off of this one, they'll turn around and they will sell more official homebrew content, making them more money, making them more happy, and making them go out and search for more of this. It also gives a good thing to post and put out in between big source books. If you follow D&D stuff, you know the 2024 line just came out, and January of this next year we'll be getting hold of the new 2024 Monster Manual. And even though that they say it's semi-compatible or compatible with 5e, a lot of people see it as their own thing, and to each their own. It's an enjoyable book as it is. And I know there's been some leaks and some other things that people said about some like upcoming source books that they're coming out with, or remastered source books for the new thing. All very interesting, but you know, in between releases, they could release these little $15 little source books for just new character class, new thing here, new thing there. A little miniature monster manual even that just has like, there's a guy who made a bunch of cryptids.
Right, yeah. They're very good.
If that guy agreed and they reached out, that would be amazing for them to just go in and say, hey, we'll take your whole cryptid list. We'll pay you for it. Put a bunch of stuff to, like a bunch of plugins for you to get, you know, more.
A bit of money back.
Yeah, a bit of money back, and also, you know, publicly support you and stuff like that. We'll put your book on digital or even maybe into print. And it's just a little mini source book that has all these cryptids. Doesn't have to be physical. It can be digital. You've got like a maybe 20 to 40 page book that's just cryptids. Tons of people would buy that.
Oh, yeah.
The only downside is I think he has his stuff currently out for free.
Yeah.
So I don't think he would do that. But to have it...
You should know. You've used his stuff.
Yeah, I know. I just printed a bunch of stuff. I actually think he has his stuff free on D&D Beyond, so...
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You just have to go through his links and stuff like that and find them. But as an example, I feel like that's a good example of, you know, what could happen. They could take something that's pretty popular or relatively popular, turn it into an official homebrew content, and then sell it. It gives the opportunity for them to make money, and for the other person to get, you know, they get
something.
Yeah, popularity. Yeah, words aren't working with me today. But I'm excited for this. I hope you're excited for this.
I am excited
I can't wait to use this in my campaign.
That makes me not excited for this.
I've already written the encounter, and I'm halfway through writing the stat sheets.
I don't remember. Did we split up last time?
No.
Okay. I couldn't remember if we ever
I wish you
went
did.
with that plan or not.
I wish you did. Anyways, y'all have a wonderful day, or I hope you have had a wonderful day.
I have had a wonderful day so far. That's because I've only been up for like an hour.
Bye.
Oh, well, all right.